Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about what I believe are the most compatible zodiac signs, and yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is, well, as far as most compatible zodiac signs, one that comes to mind is Taurus and Cancer. I mean, both, of course, could be very introverted. Cancer, of course, is that homebody. I call them really like the quintessential homebody. And Taurus is enamored with domestic activities. They're both tied into the home very strongly, but for different reasons. Generally, Cancer is more about being at home because they simply are often just very home family oriented in general. And Taurus just likes to do things more domestic. They just are interested. I think there's more of an interest with domestic activities and actions for Taurus. And the thing about this is Taurus, of course, is readily moved by sympathy, and Cancer certainly can provide it, readily, given their sympathetic and empathetic nature. Now, the thing is, the really one, and also to Taurus, and if they're in like a union, Taurus can certainly provide a very peaceful and tranquil home for Cancer and give Cancer the safety and security that they strongly crave. Now, the one drawback I look at in terms of this connection is that when you look at Cancer and Taurus, of course, I mean, all zodiac signs have different temperaments, but you look at Cancer. Cancer, of course, could be more temperamental, more fickle and moody than Taurus. Taurus is more stable. They're more about stability. They are more stable and consistent in their nature, but Taurus would likely have enough patience to endure the Cancerian mood swings and the temperamental nature of Cancer. But both these, Cancer can be very dedicated and devoted, and Taurus is, of course, very persistent. Cancer just has a lot of dedicated energy. They stay with things because of their dedication to it. And Taurus is just simply persistent, and they just don't want to give in and feel like, well, this, I didn't get this done. Their stubbornness will often help them carry out a lot of projects that would daunt a lot of other people. So anyway, so they are very, Taurus and Cancer, I believe, can be very compatible match. Now, going to Gemini and Aquarius. Well, when you talk about these two signs, of course, both of them are air signs. They often, Gemini can have a plethora of ideas, and Aquarius can often be very innovative. They're obviously two of the smartest signs of the zodiac on average, and they may likely be 1 and 2. As far as Aquarius may be number 1 on average, Gemini may be number 2. Keep in mind that Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and it is the higher octave of Mercury, and Mercury, of course, governs Gemini. The thing about this, though, Aquarius having their fixed energy can certainly help Gemini follow through more on some of their ideas instead of just talking about them loquaciously. And but the thing that's connected with these two signs where they can have a very good union is the fact that both of these signs are about their freedom and independence. They're for different reasons, of course. Gemini is because they have a thing with them that they just they don't like to be like emotionally connected or pinned down too much with others. And the thing with Aquarius can be emotionally detached, but Aquarius is just more about their general freedom and independence, and the two of these people often respect that in each other, so it can make a very compatible union as far as that goes. And both these signs, of course, could have very good speaking abilities and communication skills. Aquarius can really speak very well, and they're very perspicacious and clear when they speak. And of course, Gemini can be very eloquent. And Gemini, of all the zodiac signs, I would say on average likely has the most extensive vocabulary. So there's certainly not going to be a lack of communication with these people. So and the thing about it is, I think Gemini can articulate a lot of the Aquarius innovative and new ideas and concepts, and it can be a very good situation between the two. So anyway, well, another set of zodiac signs I think are very compatible are Sagittarius and Aquarius. Now, the thing about this is that Sagittarius, of course, they're very expansive, and Aquarius is very progressive. Both these signs are masculine signs. They're extroverted, and they're very gregarious. But Sagittarius is really, they're about expanding their horizons. And again, Aquarius is very futuristic and innovative. Neither one of these signs are about going backwards. Aquarius can really support Aquarius's new ideas if they have any new concepts and even innovative thinking, and do so with a lot of exuberance and enthusiasm. These signs are really, I mean, they're both very forward moving. They're not about looking in the past. They're not about being vindictive or vengeful or looking backward. They're always about, I mean, generally going forward. Sagittarius, of course, is the incorrigible optimist, and you have Aquarius, which really is about strongly connected with the future and thinking about goals, their aspirations. And the thing about this is, I think the fact that Aquarius is fixed energy will help Sagittarius stay with. If Sagittarius has any ideas that they need to follow up on them, and a lot of times Sagittarius can be about, you know, marketing, advertising, and doing things like that, and really being able to help Sag follow up on them, because Sagittarius being a mutable sign, a lot of times they can often be more of a thinker than a doer, and Aquarius will certainly help with that. Aquarius could be very supportive of future advertising and publishing ventures for Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the sign associated with global communications, and Aquarius, of course, they could be very supportive of that, because Aquarius is the sign associated with computers, the internet, and social media. So anyway, well, two signs, another pair of signs I think are exceptionally compatible are Taurus and Capricorn. Now, both these signs, of course, being earth signs, are very, I mean, not just earthy, but they are very often very astute economically. Taurus can be have very great, prodigious financial acumen, while Capricorn can have very solid business sense. You can see these two people often, or I would say, working very well together. Capricorn could be often that one that could be that head of the business or in some management position. Taurus, of course, can work very well as a subordinate or subservient worker, and they often can collaborate and work very well together. Taurus can be that very dedicated, that loyal, steadfast worker that Capricorn certainly could use, and Capricorn can also help Taurus formulate their financial plans. I mean, Capricorn can arguably be the best planner of the zodiac. They are very premeditative. Both these signs are actually, but Capricorn, I would say, would be the most in terms of the premeditation. They would be the best of all the zodiac signs on average, and both these people do not really do anything without really pondering things for a while. Taurus is very ponderous energy. Capricorn will often not act without a lot of premeditation. They're both very prudent, again, very economical, and they are ones and have a great pragmatism and practicality. These two signs can be very compatible together, I believe. Now, last but not least, as far as Virgo and Scorpio, I think could be a great match for each other. Now, you do have Virgo, of course, could be very analytical, and they can be good at figuring things out because they are so good with details. They will often spot things that other people just, mere mortals, I'd say it jokingly, can't always see. And Scorpio is very good at problem solving. Scorpio can look at things that are very complex and figure them out, and these two can really be very good if they were collaborating on some investigation or detective work together. Virgo, again, is very meticulous as far as detail goes, and Scorpio can often see beyond subterfuge and superficiality. The one drawback that main drawback I could see in this, though, given that Virgo is a mutable sign, they're very adaptable. Scorpio has to, in this connection, Scorpio is the one that would be having things more their way given their strong fixed energy. Scorpio can be very intractable, and Virgo also can be a little bit too wordy, sometimes very pedantic, where Scorpio is a little bit more incisive and just kind of gets right to the heart of the matter. But Scorpio can help Virgo condense what they're saying and put it into quicker, more concise type of terms. So I think in that way Scorpio can help Virgo in that sense. And remember that Virgo is the sign of health. Scorpio is the sign of transformation. These people I can see them being involved in a health type of transformation together, and they could collaborate very well in that. Both, of course, are feminine signs, which suggest introversion over extroversion. Virgo can be somewhat shy and reticent, and Scorpio is very secretive, and they don't generally allow too many people into their lives. So if they're in a situation where they're living together, it's a significant other situation, they could be very compatible for those reasons, as well as Virgo can be somewhat a little bit skeptical type of person, but Scorpio can be skeptical and cynical as well. And they generally won't allow too many people. Both these signs generally won't allow too many people into their lives. And Scorpio is about their privacy. And I'm sure Virgo, not missing too many things, can probably see that in Scorpio and respect that. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.